Yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead, and in this video, I'm gonna talk about the top 2 things that you can do to get back on track with your creativity. Now, the first thing is to take a break. Now, this might sound really obvious, but I might not mean it in the way you think I do. First off, there's 2 kinds of breaks. There's like short-term breaks, and then there's like long, extended breaks. But what makes both of these breaks work in recharging us to be creative again is when we set an intention before we take this break. We're not just walking away from our project because we're frustrated. A great example of a short-term break with an intention is to get out in nature, get out in a new environment that's gonna hopefully open up your brain to receiving new things. Stepping outside of our comfort zone with our activities, doing something that's gonna open us up for creativity to flow through us. Because remember, creativity is not coming from us, it's coming through us. Now, a longer break might entail picking up a different project. Maybe we're feeling stuck with one thing, so let's pick up something else. For example, if we're stuck writing, maybe we pick up a book. Maybe we pick up something else that we can do, a different kind of project that we can do in order to shift gears and give ourselves a break from the normal thing that we've been grinding on. Now, what I like to do during these breaks is to also kind of think about the project that I've been working on, sort of priming my mind. So when I get out into nature or something like this, I still have in the back of my mind what project I'm working on, whether it's needing lyrics, whether it's coming up with ideas for YouTube videos, like just staying with that thought, staying with that project and just bringing it into a new environment. That really helps me sometimes prepare myself for when I actually go back to that piece of art. Like, there are times where I'll fire up my camera and start doing YouTube video, but I just don't feel into it. I'm fumbling over my words, I'm not getting out the message that I want to get out, and I'll just tell myself, you know what? I need to do this again later. But when I pick up and give myself a break for a couple days or whatever, I'm still thinking about that video. I'm still thinking about when I return to that video, what are the things that I'm going to say? And that is something so new for me, because if you're like me, I was somebody that used to white knuckle through everything. I wanted to get stuff done. I wanted to go at all my projects and try to get them done, working as hard as possible. And it would just lead to burnout. Oftentimes by the end of it, I would lose my passion and I would just be doing things for the sake of getting them done. I would be productive for the sake of being productive. And nowadays I'm realizing how much more value there is in being productive when inspired. When we have that inspired energy, when we have that creative energy, that's when we really can capture lightning in a bottle. When we become so used to what our routine is, we are operating on autopilot. And our autopilot is not gonna be conducive to creative energy. Becoming more present, becoming more conscious, that is how we get our real creative energy. And this is something that Joe Dispenza talks about when he talks about priming your brain for the day and having your creativity come out when you are more present. Any little adjustment that you can make in your routine could have a massive impact. It could start with waking up 10 minutes earlier. It could start with brushing your teeth with the other hand. All these little things will make you more present in the moment. It will make you more conscious of what you're doing to start the day. As you can see here, the seasons are changing and we change with them. So let's become more adaptive to what our situation is. Of course, the time has been rolled back, the hours are different, it's getting darker way earlier, so we need to adapt to what is going on around us. And if you're looking for a new morning routine to get into, check out this link that I'm gonna post in the comments, which is a 3-step morning meditation routine that worked wonders for me to become more present and to start manifesting the life that I wanted as an artist. Waking up, meditating, doing a breathing exercise, hell, going down and doing 20 push-ups, changing what we do throughout the day is going to have a massive impact. If we're staring at our phone every time we eat a meal, maybe try putting it down. If we always are eating in front of the computer or something like that, maybe try to adjust these routines, adjust this autopilot mindset that we've been on. With that in mind, we also need to learn what our creative clock is. Are we a morning creator? Are we a nighttime creator? When do we feel the most creative? And how can we get more into the flow or prime ourselves for those times of the day? We really need to recognize within ourselves when we want to create. Like, I love to play music more at night. However, during the daytime, I love to be an idea person, coming up with my YouTube videos, reading, or writing. Those 2 times, when we wake up and when we go to sleep, those are the most important times when it comes to what is going into our subconsciousness or our unconscious brain. Like Joe Dispenza talked about creativity coming from being present, Rick Rubin talks about creativity coming from being still, comes from stillness. So when we find ourselves in these moments of stillness, we are really opening ourselves up for creativity to come through us. We are really putting up our creative antenna and waiting for ideas to come, like fishing. So any moment that we can choose to become more still, become more silent, those are moments where creativity is going to be allowed to come through us. I hope this video helps you out. If it does, be sure to give it a thumbs up and of course subscribe. Up here I'm gonna put an older video that I put out, but it is 3 ways to ignite excitement and get inspired to create again, for more tips on how to get back into the flow. And of course, definitely check out the link in the comments on the 3-step morning meditation routine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay creative. Hey dude, you all right? You look like an old guy.